everyone. My name's Lauren Fitzgerald. I'm a medical doctor, a fitness instructor, an entrepreneur, a Beachbody coach, and a lover of life. And it is Friday night, and I am in bed. It's not even 10 p.m. I haven't done a live broadcast in over a week, and it's been crazy busy. But I figured, why not talk about something that I think is important. We are starting our April challenge groups on Monday, and this will be, let's see, November, December, January, February, March. So done 5. So this will be the 6th one so far. And every single time that I get ready to coach a challenge group, I always get to see, and I'm the same way. We are human, and our mindset has so much work that needs to be done. And so the whole week that we do before a challenge group starts, so Monday, April 4th is day 1, right? And we do a lot of preparation before. And so much of that is to get your mindset right to start this thing. And, you would think that, I don't know, 21 days or 8 weeks is not that hard to do, right? But in reality, they're hard for some people. It's hard for some people to commit and stick to that commitment. And in our challenge groups, one of the challenge groups, I asked people to tell me at least one of their goals, because I believe that not just having goals, but writing them down and letting people know them are really important, because that holds you accountable. The accountability is the magic that happens in these groups. And for a person who is participating in these challenge groups for whatever reason, to verbalize what their goals and their dreams are to people that they don't know, that's huge. That's huge for a lot of people. And there was one participant who said that she would, if she were ever able to do a pull-up, she'd cry. And I quickly corrected her and said, not if, but when. You got to change that mindset. And mindset change is, man, it's so important. And so it's not something that changes overnight. It's not something that will be easy to do, but it's something that every day you work on. And some people don't even realize the negative voices that are constantly going on in their head. One defense mechanism that I see a lot in people who are struggling with meeting their health and fitness goals is humor, because it's really easy to make fun of yourself, right? And when you make fun of yourself, it almost feels like, okay, it's okay to laugh, and it's okay to accept the fact that I failed. And in reality, you're setting yourself up for failure. So that negative mindset that tells you that, oh, you're not going to be able to reach your goals. It took 4 years. You lost 100 pounds, Raylan. Oh my gosh, that is awesome. And Raylan, can't you say that it started with right here? I mean, it's one of those things that I think anyone that has a significant amount of weight to lose, you have to realize that you have to start up here. Oh man, that's crazy. 4 years, 100 pounds. That's so awesome. Very, very awesome. You get a woot woot. So yeah. So I'm seeing a few people come on. As of today's my first day that I am officially not posting anything on my personal page. So it's only here on my public figure page. So today is my first official live broadcast from my public figure page. Hey, Stephanie, what's up? Stephanie's one of my first challengers that I've joined in. Raylan said, absolutely, mindset changes equals everything changes. Oh, so true. There is a book that I am reading. I haven't finished reading it yet. A really good friend of mine recommended reading it, and it was written over 100 years ago. And so it's called As a Man Thinketh, and it talks about how essentially our mind controls who we are, our character, our everything. And, I think that the principles in that book apply to what we do in our challenge groups. And hey, Guadalupe, what's up? But it's a deep read. It's not light reading for sure. It's not something that you can just kind of put on as you clean house, because I like to listen to audiobooks when I'm, cleaning or making coffee or whatever. But our mindset, it's everything. And if any of you are on here, even though there's only 22 people on here, hey Sandy, what's up? If any of you are on here and you are at a place that you've been challenged, and you haven't been able to meet your health and fitness goals, I challenge you to truly start thinking about what's going on up here. Sometimes there's traumatic events that happen in our lives, like childhood traumatic events. I mean, those things are real. And if any of you on here are one of those people that had something happen to you traumatic as a kid, you can't ignore that. It still affects you. I know a lot of people try not to deal with it. But I will be the first person to tell you that therapy is a good thing. And just because a person goes and sees a therapist does not mean that they're bad or weak or less than someone else. It means they're smart. And even if you didn't have a traumatic event happen to you as a kid, if you are having problems overcoming your mindset with your health and fitness goals, I don't think it's a bad idea to talk to someone. It doesn't have to be a licensed therapist. It can be a close friend or a confidant. Need tips for challenges when finish that sentence, Jessica. I didn't see the rest of that. Sandy said amen to that. Hi, Nicole. Hey, there's Pam, another challenger. So here's the deal. Habits are everything. Okay. And I've got a few of my coaches on here that have heard me talk about how important I think daily habits are. And you guys, this is coming from a person, I'm freaking 36 years old, and it took over 30 years for me to get into the habit of making my bed every day. And you're like, Lauren, why does that have anything to do with anything? You're talking about mindset. The mindset is I start my day off with order, with a routine, with things that I know are going to help me. And you're like, but how is making your bed help you? Well, it helps make my room, my happy place, calm, organized, decluttered. And that helps change that mindset. And the mindset is everything. When you need to cook for the rest of the family, teens that eat differently than you, big challenge for me. So having problems with food, Guadalupe. Okay, Guadalupe, you need to be in one of our challenge groups for sure. Jessica, most of you guys know that I'm brutally honest, and I try and call people out as nice as possible, but I feel like, especially physicians, all too often are not brutally honest. And the reality is that, Jessica, your family needs to eat healthy just like you. And I realize it's not easy, especially if you have small children, making that transition. It's not going to happen overnight. But the reality is everyone in your family needs and deserves to eat healthy. And so it needs to be a big transition with you and your family. That's my personal opinion. I realize it's easier said than done, but man, all good things in life they don't come easily. All right. Just read a book on growth mindset, changed my classroom and my views on health and fitness. Dawn, what's the name of the book and the author? I'd love to read it. I'm all about personal development. You're such a positive inspiration. Well, thank you, Teresa. You know, there's no reason that every single person on here can't be a positive inspiration to other people. I truly believe that we all have that in us. It's a choice. Some days are harder than others. I'm not going to lie. But it's a choice. It's a choice to have a positive mindset or have a negative mindset. Yes, little toddlers are no joke when it comes to feeding. Yes. And I mean, Stephanie, you know, obviously I've never had kids of my own. I've been a stepmom, obviously, but I've never had my own biological kids where I see them from toddler age to whatnot. But Kelsey's girls are like, I'm like their godmother, like their aunt. And I see how challenging it is, but Kelsey has done such a good job of making the transformation. And do they eat perfectly? Absolutely not. But man, they eat way healthier than most kids. They used to eat so much sugar in fruit. Like they would eat fruit nonstop. And I'm not saying that, well, too much sugar is bad, even if it's natural sugar from fruit. And she has transitioned them to eating much less sugar on a daily basis. And I'm so proud of her. And it's not easy. And she has some days that she's like, whatever. And other days she's good. So it's a struggle, but I think it's totally worth it. Just the behavior department alone, I think you guys will be amazed at if you changed your kids' nutrition, how much behavior would change. Let's see. Yes, I know. Thank you. I love you, Jessica. Personal development is so important. I can't go a day without reading something or watching videos on developing my mindset. Pam, that I can't, when I meet people that don't understand how important personal development is, I want to like, not really. I mean, I wouldn't do that. That's not who I am. But I do wonder when I meet people that don't realize how important it is. Going in to see specialists next week for possibly having mast cell activation disease. I feel my best bet is changing my nutrition. Very nervous. Absolutely. The Whole30. Hello. The Whole30. I bet you I will eat my shoe if you do the Whole30 for 30 days. You can do anything for 30 days. If you do 30 days and you don't have a change in your health, I'll eat my shoe. Dawn, Mindset, The New Psychology of Success by Carol Dweck. Thank you, Dawn. Okay. And obviously you guys know that these comments are left and recorded on this video once I'm done. Sarah. Hey, Sarah, what's up, girl? What advice do you have for people whose food budget is limited? We don't eat out at all, hardly, but we have 6 kids, a family of 8 and 5. Of them are growing boy. Oh yeah, that's rough. They can put away so much. And yeah, I see more. I don't know if I can see more. And by the end of the month, we are so low on funds to buy healthy stuff. It's frustrating. So Sarah, one really good option is a place called thrivemarket.com. That's where pretty much anything that's not produce. So anything that you can buy on the aisles of Whole Foods or Sprouts or wherever, you can get at thrivemarket.com. And it's usually between 25 to 50% less than you would pay at the Whole Foods, the Sprouts, the Natural Grocers. And so all of those products are non-GMO, they're organic, and it's essentially like Thrive Market is like Costco crossed with Whole Foods, and you pay a membership fee, and actually the first 2 months you are for free, and you get to see how much you save. Like I just got my Thrive order today. I had 4 boxes, and I've saved I think over $2,000 this year just in purchases that I've made from them, because the discount is so much. So a year membership to thrivemarket.com is, I want to say, $39, I believe. We have a link. If you go to clubfitzfitness.com/thrive-market, you can get to the link from there. But yeah, the struggles are real, but you guys, making your nutrition priority will change everything. It will change the mood of your spouse, the mood of your kids, the sleeping habits, the behavior, the attention. Like, people just don't realize how much our food affects us. Food is a drug. Every single thing that we put in our mouth affects our body. That's essentially what a drug is, right? It changes our body in some way. And food is that. And it is either a bad drug or a good drug. Let's see. I can't see the rest of the comments. Okay, sounds awesome. I'm going to check that out. Thanks, sister. I know, I miss you too. But you're cleared from, because Sarah, she had a similar surgery to mine. Didn't you have an ACL and meniscus too? I think you had the exact same surgery I did. Hi, Amber. What's up, girl? So we're slowly getting some challengers on here, one challenger at a time. I love it. But so literally the mindset is, for those of you that aren't in the challenge group, hey, there's Karen. What's up, girl? For those of you that, Sarah, okay, that's what I thought. I thought you had an ACL and meniscus. So for those of you that are not in a challenge group with us, this still applies to, it's not just, it doesn't apply to just losing weight or staying healthy or getting healthier. I mean, it applies to everything. If you have a crappy work situation, if you're in an unhappy relationship, if you have some financial struggles, the mindset, it really does change everything. And I do believe it's a choice. And you love late night Lauren feeds. Well, Aubrey, I haven't done a live feed in like a week. I've done a couple of videos. Things have been kind of busy lately. A lot going on the side behind the scenes. So yeah, feels like a slumber party, right? You got me in bed. I'm wearing, y'all, got my new, look, my 22-minute hardcore tank, baby. I'm excited. I got that I got it as a free gift from Beachbody for doing something. I don't remember, but I ordered a small, and apparently a small, it's kind of tight. I'm not gonna lie. Apparently I'm not Autumn Calabrese small, which I'm okay with. I did the 5-day clean eating and continued after the group was over, and I've lost 11.8 pounds. That's awesome, Amber. So proud of you. You guys, nutrition, man, it's everything. Love you, Lauren. Been stalking you for a couple of years. Aw, thanks, Pamela. Can we talk about your ACL injury? I instruct 3 classes a week last week on carpet, swollen knee. Oh no, that makes me sad, girl. You're feeling old? Well, honestly, an ACL injury is actually a young person's injury. It's usually found in athletes that play soccer, basketball, or football, or softball. So don't feel old. And age is a state of mind. Oh, I'm just kidding. It says my connection is weak. That's weird. I'm in my house. Hopefully y'all can see me just fine. So mindset, guys, a few practices that I want you to start doing. And these are little things. And like I said, you're 52, Pamela, 52 is not old. Girlfriend, let me tell you, that is not old. I've done the challenge and work like 10 hours of cardio a week and don't lose a pound. Lots of proteins, low carbs. I don't lose a pound. I do everything there is. No giving up though, Tanya. Well, Tanya, if you, my dog wants to say hi. Say hi, Duke. Hi, Duke. It kept freezing because apparently it said it was weak connection, but I think we're back. So Tanya, if you are doing the same thing and it's not working, that is the definition of insanity. So you got to try something different. I would love to have you in one of our challenge groups. One thing that you can try different is intermittent fasting. Intermittent fasting is something that you wouldn't believe how many people actually do. And Kelsey and I are definitely intermittent fasters. Duke, he wants to make his appearance, y'all. he likes to be on the camera. So intermittent fasting is something that I would try, Tanya. Another thing that I would try is do a little bit of research into eating a high fat, low carbohydrate, moderate protein, because there is such thing as too much protein. And it can do harm. Lauren Live and Grey's Anatomy equals a great Friday night. Oh, thanks, Nicole. Nicole, I know you are not the only one that watched Grey's Anatomy tonight, because Leah said she was going to watch it tonight too. My daughter refuses to go to sleep, so she's going to watch Lauren Live. That's awesome. Hey, I see Aaron's on. Yay. Aaron, what's up? It works awesome. Yeah, intermittent fasting. You guys, Aaron is one of the coaches who truly has like crazy transformed her body. Like, you should see some of her videos. I mean, she's just, and she's the classic example of what I am seeing very common. I'm getting a lot of, because I realize a lot of Zumba instructors and dance fitness instructors have been following me and Kelsey for a long time. And a common thing that I see I hear, because people are inboxing me and private messaging me saying, I teach this many classes every week. I can't seem to change my body. I'm at a plateau. And you guys, you can't count your classes as your workout. You have to do something different, and you have to keep changing it up. And that's why these Beachbody programs are changing these instructors' bodies. I mean, y'all have seen freaking Kelsey's body, right? Like, she's totally transformed her body by doing these programs and changing her nutrition. He is adorable, right, Amanda? I've got a cute dog, but he apparently doesn't want to be on video anymore. Ugh, it won't let me on. Keeps saying paused and black screen. Helen, maybe if you, I think if you double click on the play, I think that might be the problem. Yep, my body was stuck until I started to change the routine. Yes, Amma, that it's changing up the routine and focusing on the nutrition, I'm telling you. So can you explain what intermittent fasting is? Absolutely. So Sarah, intermittent fasting. So okay, let's rewind back to 10,000 years ago. Okay, because remember, humans have been here on Earth for like 2 million years, right? So 10,000 years is nothing, right? So for a majority of the time that humans have been on Earth, they haven't had your Whole Foods and your local grocery store that you can go and just pick up food, right? So the human body was made to be able to go longer than a few hours without eating. And what happens, there's a bunch of comments I'm missing. Just remember your stuff, maybe copy and paste, because I'm going to explain intermittent fasting and then come back. And thanks, my lashes. I appreciate it. Okay, so humans on Earth, yes. So there is a point, Shannon, okay? So intermittent fasting, I think, gets us in touch with our genes, meaning that we are not meant to eat 6 small meals every 2 to 3 hours, constantly spiking our insulin and our blood sugars going boom, boom, boom. Like, that's not how that's not how humans have been surviving for long times, for years. And so, Shannon, I'm not going to shoot you, but thank you. My eyelashes are on fleek, right? Okay, so back to intermittent fasting. So what intermittent fasting is, I would love to come to Denver. Focus. No squirrels. When you only eat within a certain window of time per 24 hours. So for me, I try and have my eating window between 6 and 8 hours. So what that looks like for me, like Friday's a day I don't teach class. So it's easy for me to stay to a 6-hour window. And in fact, Kelsey and we took a yoga class this morning together. My first yoga class since I've had surgery. Oh, it was awesome. Awesome. I've needed it in my life. And then she came back and helped me because I'm getting ready to put my house up for sale. And so she is helping me get my house ready because I have a realtor that's coming to take pictures before I put it on the market. And so we're working like little, ninjas. And all of a sudden we look up and it's 2:00. And I usually like to eat around 1:00 as my first meal. But today we didn't eat till 2. So my first meal was at 2. Had an amazing breakfast. I did a sweet potato hash with sauteed sweet potatoes and onions and spinach. And then 3 free range, organic, non-GMO eggs over easy with a half avocado and 3 pieces of bacon. And that was what I ate. That's what she ate. That was our lunch. And then for dinner, I made a Shakeology, and so I ate all of my meals, and I had some snacks, as a little later dinner. Like I had, some cashew butter and some carrots and whatnot. But I ate today I ate within about a 6 or 7 hour window. Most days it's between an 8 hour window. And nothing outside of that 8 hour window in my eating. What happened to breakfast is the most important meal. Christina, that was told to you by big food companies that want you to believe that breakfast is the most important meal of the day so that you'll buy all of their processed crap. Honestly, there is no science anywhere that shows that breakfast is the most important meal of the day. This is something that it's marketing. It's marketing that has basically lied to us and told us that this is the most important meal of the day, and it's crap. It's not. Dang, that sounds yum. Yes, Raina, it was really yum. So if I'm understanding it right, then you eat breakfast and then don't eat anything until supper. Yeah, usually what I do, Sarah, I'll usually have breakfast around like 12:30 or 1. I'll usually have Shakeology about maybe like 4:00, because I don't want to have it too close to when I teach. Because if I drink my Shakeology, within an hour of teaching, I might, so usually about 4:30, and then I'll come home and I'll have dinner. And I'm usually done eating by about 8. So that's kind of my normal day. And Bulletproof Coffee is, Bulletproof Coffee, Karen, thank you very much. That has made intermittent fasting so much easier for me, because with Bulletproof Coffee, you are just getting fats. And so you stay in a fasted state because you're not consuming carbohydrates and proteins. And so in Bulletproof Coffee, if you guys have not heard me talk about Bulletproof Coffee, there's a video. I did a video maybe last week. That might have been my last live feed, where I woke up and I recorded what I do. And I do this every single morning. It's my routine. And while I am making my Bulletproof Coffee, I'm listening to personal development. So whether it's podcast or audiobooks or whatever, the reason your brains don't work isn't because you skip breakfast. It's because you put crap in your body. So true, Aaron. So true. The brain fog that we get from the crap that we eat is real. And once you cut out all the crap, you start to realize how good you feel when you're feeding your body the right nutrition. By the way, I love watching your videos. They help me so much. I loved your video that you did on shopping trips and making a shake. What other veggies do you put in your shakes? I'm addicted to the butternut squash. Oh, good. So Eileen, I'll buy the big plastic containers of the triple washed baby spinach and baby kale. And literally, I don't even put them in a plastic bag. I literally just put them in the freezer. So I open up the plastic thing and put a bunch of frozen greens in the smoothies. What if your stomach is hungry in the morning? Christina, Bulletproof Coffee. I'm telling you, you guys, if I had $1 for every person that I turned on to Bulletproof Coffee, I wouldn't need to work anymore. Like that, it's maybe not that much, but like I've gotten non-coffee lovers who are like, no, I don't like coffee, to start drinking it every day. Kelsey used to not drink coffee. She was not a coffee fan. And, you don't drink Bulletproof Coffee. Oh, I do. I drink Bulletproof Coffee every single morning, Christina. I have a few friends that swear by plexus. I've, I'm not going to start. I've actually, as a physician, I've seen, some bad stuff from plexus, and I'm not going to, hate on anyone, but people that I love, I caution them to not take it. What if you hate coffee? If you hate coffee, try it anyway, because I'm telling you, how can I introduce bulletproof coffee when I'm not a coffee person? Dude, just try it. I'm telling you, it is like, if I would have had bulletproof coffee during medical school and during my anesthesia residency, it would have made life so much easier. Okay, Maddie, where can you find bulletproof coffee? Okay, so first of all, if you watch my video, my live video that's on my public figure page from last week, I talk about, bulletproof coffee, I actually buy the brand, because there is a brand, it's bulletproof brand. I buy that coffee because it tastes so much better to me. And then I buy the MCT oil from that same company. It's called Brain Octane. So MCT oil stands for medium chain triglycerides. It's the healthy fat that's found in coconut oil. All right. I have IBS. Is it strong? Greta, just try it. Do they make decaf? Yes, they do. But just try it, guys. I'm telling you, it's one of those things that, just trust me. I don't lead you guys. I've never led y'all astray before. Just trust me on it. Okay. Then wanting to try it. What do you add to yours? So I go back and forth. Sometimes I use ghee. Ghee, which is clarified butter, and then sometimes I use Kerrygold butter, and then I mix it with the Brain Octane, and then sometimes I've been trying to not add stevia to it because I don't want to have sugar and sweet things in my life. So I basically, some days I'll add stevia to it, but more days lately I haven't been adding it. So it's just, and I blend it. You gotta blend it. You can't mix it together. You have to put it in a blender. Thank you, Pamela. You have it's so simple if you simplify, like Lauren has said. Okay, good. Thank you for that, that website. I'm struggling converting my sweetie to bulletproof. Suggestions? He loves coffee, but he's always weirded out. Kelsey's husband at first wasn't, and he's addicted to it now too. Most people, when they first try it though, they're like, oh my gosh. Especially if you don't tell them that it has, because if they don't know it has butter in it, they'll never, you give it to them straight out of the blender and it's all frothy and yummy. Most people have no idea what's in it and they're like, oh, what's this creamy goodness? Where do you buy it? Christina, I actually go to Bulletproof's website and get it. We used to have a link on our website that you could go through our website, but I think we're in the process of changing the website around. So at Club FITz Fitness, I only like to eat 2 to 3 times a day. What diet plan should I stick to? Tanya, that's all I eat, 2 to 3 times a day. None of this, y'all, there's no good science behind eating 5 to 6 meals every 2 to 3 hours. Humans haven't eaten that way for a majority of our existence. And so, I really think that some meathead trainer who wants to get big and buff kind of started that misconception, and now everyone thinks that we've got to be eating all the time, and it's not true. It's not true. Watched your video making it, looked great. Yeah, it's so yummy, Sandy, for real. Thanks. I can't believe you just answered one of my questions. Shalane, of course. I like these smaller groups. This way we can actually talk and interact. How do you get your ideas for your choreography? Man, Shannon, that's a good idea. No diet, it's fuel. Amen to that, Aaron. Shannon, choreography, if I don't feel a song, choreography doesn't come to me. So first idea is just, I gotta love the song. Have you heard of Trim Healthy Mama? If so, what do you think of the plan? Yeah, I watched My Diet is Better Than Yours. She was a little annoying, I'm not gonna lie. Her personality was like, because she was the one that was with the black chick, right? That was making her like do squats as she was in the kitchen. And I mean, for me, if something can't be a lifestyle that you can see yourself doing the rest of your life, then it's a diet. And it's not sustainable. And that's why all of these, diets and diet pills don't work, because it's not something you can do the rest of your life. But eating healthy and learning how to get quick, efficient workouts in and make them part of your regular daily routine, that's sustainable. That's a lifestyle change. And that's why these challenge groups that we did, they're really freaking changing people's lives. One person at a time. Guess this is my actually first live broadcast. Oh, well, good. Yay. I'm going to only do live broadcasts, Lauren Lives, from my public figure page from this point on. So I hate the 6-time-a-day meal plan. Yeah, Tanya, who really has that much time to plan that many meals every single day, 7 days a week? It's just not realistic, It's one of those things. Do you have sugar alternatives like stevia? Yeah. So stevia is one of those things. If you get the wrong stevia, there's some really bad stevias that leave really bad aftertaste. My favorite brand is called, well, here, I'll just show y'all. Walk with me. Does it cost to do a challenge group? Yes, it does. But you know what? It's guaranteed by Beachbody. You guys, you'd be stupid to not do it. And no other place will you see people giving their money back if you don't get a transformation. Okay, bear with me. It's dark. I'm going to show you all my stevia that I like. So the challenge groups, you have to buy a challenge package, and you get the fitness program with the DVDs, the nutrition guide, all that kind of good stuff. And a month's worth of Shakeology, and it's usually $140. But after 30 days, if you don't see transformation, they'll give you your money back, and everyone sees a transformation. So anyway, look, I got it on sale. New, here, this is the better way to do it. You get more bang for your buck. So it's New Naturals. That's the stevia I like. That's my bulletproof coffee cabinet. That's where all the goods are. Okay, so let's see. Do you wear sports bras every day, all day? Yes, I do. In fact, when I have to wear a normal bra, I'm not happy, Erin. What do you know about bioidentical hormones for menopausal women and weight gain? I have an uncle who is a pharmacist who actually he has a compounding pharmacy and does those. I think that you can get your hormones balanced with proper nutrition. A good book to start with is a book written by a physician. Her name's Dr. Sarah Gottfried. She's an OBGYN, I want to say out of New York. And the book that I would recommend you read, it's called 21 Day Hormone Reset Diet. I'm pretty sure that's what it is. 21 Day Hormone Reset Diet. It's because so many of the foods affect our hormones, especially as females, you guys. And if you have done almost everything you can imagine and you're still stuck at a plateau, more than likely it's hormones. And that's when you need to start looking at the foods that you eat and how some of them actually can affect and change your hormones and cause major imbalances. Ellen, you should try the Whole30. Yes. Karen is one of those people who actually listened to me and took it to heart. You guys, definitely. Thyroid, Shannon, girl, thyroid is one of the easiest to cure with food, for real. In fact, one of my coaches / challengers, she's a nurse that used to work with me when I was practicing medicine, and I don't practice anymore, thank goodness. I don't miss it at all. She actually reversed her thyroid issues. She did a couple challenge groups with us. She changed her nutrition. She's drinking Shakeology every day, and she's no longer taking thyroid medicine. No, Sarah, you have to have equipment. You don't have to have, yeah. Thank you for answering that question, Erin. No, that's the nice thing. Y'all, I've been not really a gym rat, but I've been going to the gym. The gym has been a normal part of my life since I was a teenager. That doesn't mean that I've always been super fit, but I've been, compared to the average American, I've been fit. But I never thought that I would be a workout at home person, but I love it because I don't have to go drive to the gym, 10, 15 minutes, park, worry about traffic, go in. Like, it's so nice to be able to work out at home. And that's, yeah. I've been hitting the floor with my class for 2 years, mountain climbers and planks. Heck yeah. Pamela, you're my kind of girl. Have you seen Strong by Zumba? Yeah, I think they're trying to get into a market that they shouldn't. That's my opinion. Miranda, do you think the Whole30 will help rheumatoid arthritis? Miranda, yes. Come on, girl. You've been following me for a long time. You should know. Please tell me you've heard me talk about the story of Taryn. So Taryn, she takes my class. She's 31, I believe. I thought she was 26. And she likes to quote that. And she is one who, she came to me privately and she's like, look, Lauren, I don't tell too many people this because I don't want them to feel sorry for me, but I have RA and there are very few things that I can do that don't cause pain. And your class is one of them. And I just wanted to let you know. And anytime that I meet anyone with an autoimmune disorder, I don't care if they're my patient or not, because I like to tell people about things that will change their lives. Hello, that's what I do. And so I automatically, I'm like, please tell me that you've heard about the Whole30. So long story short, I keep talking to her about it. And finally, I'm like, Taryn, have you tried it yet? And she's like, no. I'm like, why haven't you? What do you have to lose? And something about that particular conversation kind of turned the light switch on. And she's like, you're right. You guys, her last visit to her rheumatologist, she's in remission. Like, I can't make this stuff up, guys. What we put in our body, it's either good for us or bad for us. There's no in between. I truly believe that. What we put in our body is either good for us or bad for us. So yes, Miranda, for sure. The Whole30. What do you have to, seriously, what do you have to lose? 4:30 in the morning. Oh, hey, Sarah, my Irish friend. What's up, girl? Why are you up so early over there? Yeah, for real. You must have gotten a notification, right? It's very atypical for me to be on this late. You can buy the books either at the Whole30 or It Starts With Food. And Karen is one of those who, her autoimmune disorders have gotten so much better from changing her diet to the Whole30. And that was, Karen, wasn't that our first conversation on Inbox? In February. So not too long ago, right? Not for me. My mom was recently diagnosed. Okay, Miranda, well, good. You totally need to get her that book then. For real. I looked at the Whole30. The meals seemed complicated and weird ingredients. Maybe that was just a few I saw. But Christina, weird based on the standard American diet. And the standard American diet, look where it's gotten us. It's gotten us hypertension, diabetes, morbid obesity. So maybe weird might be what you need. I'm just saying. So think outside the box, guys. It's either the best medicine or the slowest poison. Oh, Aaron, did you make that quote up? Is that an Aaron quote or are you quoting someone else? Because that's awesome. We need to make a t-shirt about that. How do I get started to help out my thyroid? Shannon, literally go to Amazon or go to Whole30.com and order their book. That's a great place to start. If you're not a reader, listen to the audiobook. It Starts With Food. The Whole30 and It Starts With Food are essentially the same book. It Starts With Food is the more updated version. And literally they start off by saying, this is essentially the same thing as Whole30, but we've updated our opinion about potatoes and salt. And that's it. And that's the audiobook I started with. So I listened to the audiobook and I'm like, oh, I'm going to buy this. I bought the book and then I ended up buying the Whole30 as well. So that's a great place to start. No, Aaron, no, you didn't make it up. Boo. Saw it on Instagram. Of course, all the good stuff is on Instagram, right? So we started this whole talk about mindset. And we ended up talking about food, but both of them, they're totally related. I had Guillain-Barré syndrome 5 years ago. Now watch everything I put in my body. It was super healthy then, but now I'm extra freaked. Guillain-Barré is no joke. That's scary. I haven't met too many people with Guillain-Barré. Yeah. So I am glad that you have a healthy fear now. And it's important what you put in your body, right? But I struggle with where to find weird ingredients. Also, I don't have time to make complicated stuff. Do they have quick things to make? Oh yeah. Christina, it's called Pinterest. You can find anything on Pinterest. And Christina, I'm going to just be honest with you. That's an excuse. You don't have the time to make it. No, you'll have to stop making it. And Christina, you're not the only one. A lot of people make excuses. Just catching this. Hi, Ashley, what's up? So the thing that I do want to talk about is the excuses that we all are guilty of making. Oh, and there's Angie. Yay. What's up? Okay. Angie is one. Okay. Shannon right here. Shannon was talking about how to help her thyroid problems right there. And Angie's just one of many people. Oh, and Stephanie's on. Hey, hopefully Vegas was fun, girl. Haven't talked to you yet. We need to talk. But seriously, we have to stop making excuses, because at the end of the day, these excuses that we make, that we don't have the money to eat healthy, we don't have the time to prepare for it, we don't have the ability to get the ingredients. If you have the internet, you have the ability. It's called Amazon or Thrive Market. I'm telling you guys, stop making these excuses. You only get one body. You only have one life that you're given. You guys, you're not promised tomorrow. You're not promised tomorrow. With coffee items you keep talking about, I'm not sure. Shannon pressed enter before she was done with her thought. That's my problem, making the time. Arnitra, making time, you have the time. Arnitra, you have the problem that so many of us have, which myself included. I can make the excuse that I don't have time. Making the time now gives you more time later. Amen, Laura. My diamond right there. And then Aaron's my next diamond. Woo woo. Okay, try again. How does the coffee products help the thyroid problem? The coffee products don't help the thyroid problem. Whole30 does, Shannon. So the Whole30 is where you need to go to start. And literally, if you don't want to read Whole30, just try cutting out gluten. That's a great place to start. And just know, everyone has 24 hours. Amen, Greta. That's a very good point. But just know that I hate it when I tell someone, cut out gluten, and then they go to the gluten-free aisle and they get all of this processed crap that says gluten-free. You guys, that's marketing again. These big food companies, they just want your money. They don't care about your health. They really don't. They just want your money that's in your pocket to go into their pockets. That's it. That's it. So my thing says it's a weak connection again. It's so weird. It's weird because on this side, it bleeps. So have I really talked for 50 minutes? Oh my gosh, y'all, this is ridiculous. I wore my 22-minute tank. Yay! We were on the same team. Woo woo! 22-minute hardcore, baby. All right. Is cutting out gluten good for everybody or just people with certain issues? Rachel, I believe it's good for everyone. There's nothing that is good that comes along with gluten. Do you have to have a gluten allergy to cut out gluten? No, I don't have a gluten allergy, but it does nothing good for the body. And so I choose to not put it in my body. Shannon, changing my diet to Whole30 and gluten-free lowered my Synthroid dose significantly. And Angie, I wouldn't be surprised if in a year or two you're off Synthroid completely, honestly. You wouldn't be the first person for me to see that. Thanks for calling me out on these issues. Yeah, Sarah, you guys know that I'm like, I tell it the way it is, and some people don't like me for that reason, and that's okay. I don't need to be liked by everyone. I am who I am, and I want to help people change their lives, and sometimes people need that dose of reality of, okay, I actually do have time. And if that means that I need to wake up 30 minutes earlier in my day to get my workout done, I'm going to, because I've been making excuses. Vegas was awesome, but I did have some cheat meals. That's okay, Stephanie. It just means you're human, right? All right, so that being said, you guys, I have a weak connection. Again, this is painful. I have talked for 51 minutes. And I love that you are real. Oh, I'm really real. Sometimes too real, right? So doing the Whole30 on average, how long will it take to see results? Shannon, you'll feel results literally in the first 4 to 5 days. Lauren equals brutally honest. Yay. Not everyone says yay, though. Can you believe that? Okay, so for real, I can't believe I've talked for 51 minutes. It didn't give me the little red light, so I wasn't even paying attention. We have a local program. We help those that live in duplex or apartments grow veggies, tomatoes, squash, kale. Oh, that's awesome, Pam. That's so cool. All right. Yep. Hello to 4:30 a.m. to get it. Yeah, you got to get her done, y'all. So, okay. So sleep is super important too. If you don't know how important sleep is, I'm going to do another live broadcast on that later, because so many of us, especially us females, are bad about our sleep hygiene. And I'm doing exactly what I'm not supposed to do. I'm not supposed to be watching on any kind of screen within 2 hours before going to bed. That's bad. But regardless, I'm going to sleep right now because I got Club FITz in the morning. So make sure y'all tune in to Club FITz in the morning. And I'm out. Good night.
With the booming system.